My name is Kehoe. I'm the editor of a new digital startup called The Currency. Previous to that, I was the editor of the Sunday Business Post newspaper for the last 4 years. And in addition, I sit on the board of RTE at the behest of the government. The Currency is an online digital publication. It was founded by myself and my colleague Tom Lyons, and it focuses on long-form journalism and investigations across business, finance, economics and public policy. It's not about covering the day-to-day granular news of what's going on. It's not about telling you someone's issued results. It's about going beyond the story and telling you what happens next and why did it happen. Well, the Currency isn't chasing a gap in the market. We think that there is an audience out there for high quality journalism focusing on very niche areas of business, finance and economics. And we think if we can create a product that no one else is doing, that the audience will be attracted to it. So we're not out there trying to take anybody else's market share, we're trying to build something from scratch. Well, Tom and I, once we made a decision to leave the Sunday Business Post, we knew we wanted to do our own thing. We had an idea for how it would work and what sort of product that we wanted to build. But we're journalists, we weren't business people and we're not tech developers. So we started off in an office, just the two of us. We sketched out what it would look like and then we brought in people to do it. It's a very tough process, and right in the middle of our launch, when we were starting, piecing it all together, we had to go down to the High Court for 5 weeks to fight a defamation case in relation to our previous employment, which we ultimately won. But when we came back from that in April, it was all hands to the wheel. So we brought in a design agency to come up with the aesthetic, the look and the feel, the logo and the branding. And then we brought in an Irish tech company called Built.ie to work around the technology implementation and the platform of that. We were determined as an Irish business that we wanted to hire Irish businesses and we didn't want it outsourced to India or Bulgaria or wherever, because we want in this business to support Irish business and to drive Irish business. Well, the Currency is not going to give you as many articles as other news sites. We're not aiming to have the most stories, but we are aiming to have the stories that resonate most with you. So if you look in the last number of days, we've put out maybe 6 stories, 5 stories, 5 stories, the same again over the coming weeks. The idea is to give you content that you consume in your own way, in your own time. So if you want to consume it on a Sunday, you know it's going to be there. And we have an audio service, so if you want to listen to it, you can listen to it as well. Well, we put an awful lot of research into the price points that the Currency ultimately came up with. We had focus groups, we did market research, we went across and met other industry players in other countries to try and work out a model that worked best. And in the end, we decided upon, for the first year, it's €250, rising to 295 after the first year. And if you don't want to go on an annual payment, it's €25 a month on a monthly basis with the first month of €10. So it's priced at the premium end of the market, but it is a premium product and we make no apologies for that. I'm a big advocate of print. I think print will always have a place and a role in journalism and in the media, but the market is changing. The dynamics and the financial dynamics and the economic dynamics of the newsroom are under severe pressure. So I spent the last number of years trying to manage costs and cut costs in a graceful manner. And what we wanted to do in this project was to invert it and allow us to invest in the journalism as opposed to all of the other things. But I do believe that print has a future if it focuses on core niche areas and doesn't try to be all things to all people. If I'm sitting here in 1 year's time, what I would really like is that people have started to engage with the content, have enjoyed the content, and that we've also proved that the model works. The model that people will pay for high quality journalism, high quality content that will give them a real edge and they'll get a real enjoyment factor from it. We want to improve the model and then we'll keep on driving up. It's not a 1-year play, it's not a 2-year play. What we're trying to do is to create a sustainable model for viable long-form journalism in Ireland.